BurntPeanut has exploded in popularity the last few months, and he's been absolutely popping the off in the streaming world. He streams 6 days a week, and he's rolling around like Prime Ninja during the Fortnite days, pulling in at least 100,000 viewers across all the platforms he streams on, and he plays with celebrities and athletes like Jamar Chase, Max Holloway, just to name a few. But unlike Ninja, the BurntPeanut is actually likable and funny to watch, which is exactly why Peanut has garnered this success in such a short amount of time. I've known about BurntPeanut during his escape from Tarkov clips I'd see on YouTube every now and again, but I didn't really bother tuning into his streams until Arc Raiders came out, and I feel like that's when a lot of people started finding out about this guy as well. When Arc Raiders came out, this guy began to blow the up almost immediately after the game's release, and I honestly couldn't think of anyone else more deserving because this guy's content is amazing. However, ever since Peanut's rise to fame, I started to notice something about him that I wanted to talk about. And no, we're not gonna talk about the fact that Peanut is undoubtedly an obese alcoholic.
2 cheesy gordito crunches, the nachos, 3 chicken cheese enchiladas, and then one of those Doritos Locos tacos with a large Pepsi.
What I want to talk about in this video is Peanut's influence on the gaming community and the epidemic of copycat streamers that have spawned from his recent success. I especially felt the need to make this video since I've seen this before. New streamers imitating their favorite streamer in hopes of getting popular. And ever since Peanut became mainstream, I'm starting to see even more of these copycat streamers again. Peanut has amassed a tremendous amount of success the past few months, and whether or not he intended to do so, he's influenced a lot of people to try out streaming, which is great. I think everyone who plays video games should stream because streaming is a great opportunity to make new friends and build a community. But there's one tiny problem about this. These new streamers aren't going into streaming with the correct mindset, because instead of being original and authentic, these new streamers are deciding to emulate Peanut the best they can in hopes of even touching a little bit of success. Instead of doing their own thing, they copy Nut's entire persona in hopes of getting lucky and maybe making some money. How the do I know these goofballs are copying this diabetic nut? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me show you something. How original. And speaking of originality, or lack thereof, this goofy goober on your screen right now isn't the fat Peanut we know and love, but instead it's one of the many imposters out there. Except this one is blatantly copying Peanut's entire avatar. Like, holy shit, bro, I hate to be mean, but do you have any original thoughts in your brain? This guy is clearly clever enough to set up this avatar like this, but why the are you copying another streamer? Just do your own thing. Why is it so hard? That aside though, I know some people are going to defend this and tell me that just because the avatar might be somewhat similar doesn't mean they're copying the morbidly obese nut. And yes, even if you do or do not have a chin, I slightly agree with you. And no, Peanut wasn't the first one to use a food item as a VTuber avatar, and anyone who does have one isn't necessarily copying him, because there's a streamer I know of, I forget his name, but he's hilarious.
Hey yo Siri, we having a good day or what, baby?
Shut the fuck up, dumbass.
Alright.
And he plays Rocket League, and he has an avatar of a potato, and this man has been streaming as long, if not longer, than BurntPeanut. So yeah, you can have similar avatars and not be a copycat. However, vast majority of these goofballs definitely are copycats, and you'd know that for sure as well if you actually wanted to torment yourself and sat down and watched some of their streams. A lot of these streamers aren't authentic, and more than half the time they're just emulating Peanut and copying everything Peanut does. They'll copy Peanut's sense of humor, the way he talks, the way he wiggles his avatar around, the same sound effects, you name it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well. Well. Shut your stupid.
I have seen a few of the copycat streamers change it up a tiny bit in their own streams, but for the most part, they're copying Peanut's persona for one reason or another. If you haven't watched these newer streamers yet, I wouldn't advise doing so, because seeing these guys try their best to imitate BurntPeanut is extremely cringy and low-key kind of pathetic. I know that's somewhat of a harsh thing to say, but it's true. These guys seriously have that much doubt in themselves that even though they want to be a streamer, they feel as though they need to pretend to be someone else entirely to get views and followers. If anything, if you're doing a stream and you're copying Peanut, or any other streamer for that matter, the only attention you'd ever get is someone popping into your stream for 10 seconds just to call you a slur and then dip. And that someone is possibly me. Who knows? I feel like to a vast majority of people, being a streamer sounds extremely enticing. Sitting your ass all day, every day, and getting paid to play video games. Oh, that sounds fucking fantastic. And if you're starting out streaming with hopes of making it there, not only am I happy for you, but I implore you, please be original. Be yourself. I can promise you, being your authentic self will be much better for your streams rather than emulating your favorite streamer's entire persona. If you're copying a streamer, why the fuck would someone want to watch you instead of that streamer that you're copying? And I just want to make this very clear for the smooth brains out there. It's okay to be inspired by a streamer, but it's not okay to copy that streamer's entire personality and paste it into your own streams. Like I said earlier, BurntPeanut is only the recent example of this, because I've seen some people emulate other streamers like XQC, Speed, Jinxie, you name it. I'm sure there's a lot more examples, but these are just the ones that I've seen. I've been streaming on and off for the past 6 years, and one thing I've realized is that no matter what your objective is when it comes to streaming, whether or not you want to turn it into a career or you just do it for fun, most people are going to watch small streamers not just for the entertainment factor, but because they're looking to make a friend. And I can promise you, no one is going to want to be friends with someone who isn't their authentic self and they're pretending to be someone else entirely. And that's why I implore you, if you pursue streaming or if you are already streaming, do yourself a favor. Just be yourself. Anyways, that's all I had to say for now. Bye bye.